Welcome to our channel. In today's video, we're discussing a deeply concerning issue: 10 American cities that are dead forever in 2024. These cities, once thriving and bustling with activity, have experienced such severe decline that their revival seems nearly impossible. We'll delve into the reasons behind their downfall, the impact on residents, and what the future might hold for these urban areas. So, let's explore these American cities that have seen better days but now face a grim reality.
Detroit, Michigan.
Detroit, once known as the heart of America's automotive industry, epitomizes urban decline. In the mid-20th century, Detroit was booming, thanks to the big three auto manufacturers: General Motors, Ford, and Chrysler. The city was a symbol of American industrial strength, providing thousands of well-paying jobs. However, as the automotive industry began to decline due to competition from foreign automakers and the outsourcing of jobs, Detroit's economic foundation crumbled. By the early 21st century, Detroit was in a financial freefall, culminating in the largest municipal bankruptcy in U.S. history in 2013. This economic collapse led to widespread unemployment and a significant population decline.
Many residents fled in search of better opportunities, leaving behind abandoned homes and businesses.
Despite efforts to revitalize the city, including investments in the downtown area and initiatives to attract new businesses, Detroit struggles with high crime rates, a failing education system, and insufficient public services. These challenges make it difficult for Detroit to attract new residents and businesses, perpetuating a cycle of decline. In 2024, Detroit remains a city marked by stark contrasts. A revitalized downtown surrounded by decaying neighborhoods.
Gary, Indiana.
Gary, Indiana, another city once heavily dependent on manufacturing, has faced a similar fate. Founded in 1906 by the U.S. Steel Corporation, Gary was built to be a steelmaking hub. For decades, it thrived as a company town with a robust economy and a growing population. However, the decline of the American steel industry in the latter half of the 20th century hit Gary hard. The loss of steel jobs led to a sharp decline in population, leaving the city with vast areas of vacant and dilapidated properties. Efforts to diversify the economy and attract new industries have been largely unsuccessful. The city's financial struggles have only compounded its problems. In 2024, Gary is characterized by its high unemployment rate, declining property values, and a lack of investment in public infrastructure and services. The social fabric of the city has frayed, with many longtime residents leaving in search of better opportunities elsewhere. Despite some localized efforts at revitalization, the overall outlook for Gary remains bleak.
Camden, New Jersey.
Camden, New Jersey, has long been a symbol of urban decline.
Located just across the Delaware River from Philadelphia, Camden was once a bustling industrial hub.
The city thrived on manufacturing, shipping, and commerce, with major companies like RCA Victor and Campbell Soup Company headquartered there. However, like many other American cities, Camden experienced severe economic decline as manufacturing jobs disappeared. The loss of these jobs, coupled with systemic issues such as political corruption and crime, has left Camden struggling to recover. Despite some redevelopment efforts and improvements in certain areas, much of the city remains plagued by poverty and violence. In 2024, Camden's public school system is underfunded, and many neighborhoods are marked by abandoned properties and vacant lots. The city government continues to struggle with budget deficits, making it difficult to provide essential services and attract new businesses. The challenges facing Camden are deeply rooted and complex, requiring comprehensive solutions that have thus far been elusive.
Flint, Michigan. Flint, Michigan, is another city that has faced significant challenges.
Once a thriving center of the automotive industry, Flint has been hit hard by job losses and population decline. The city's troubles were exacerbated by the infamous water crisis that began in 2014. This crisis, caused by a switch in the city's water supply that led to lead contamination, not only exposed Flint's infrastructure problems but also had severe health impacts on residents. The water crisis not only eroded public trust but also hindered efforts to revitalize the city. Many residents, particularly those with the means to do so, left Flint in search of safer living conditions. The population decline has left behind a city struggling with high poverty rates, crumbling infrastructure, and a lack of economic opportunities. By 2024, Flint remains a symbol of urban decay. Despite efforts to address the water crisis and attract new businesses, the city's economic recovery has been slow. The lingering effects of the water crisis continue to cast a long shadow over Flint's future, deterring potential investors and new residents.
Youngstown, Ohio.
Youngstown, Ohio, has faced significant economic challenges since the collapse of the steel industry in the 1970s. Once a booming steel town, Youngstown's decline was swift and severe. The closure of steel mills led to massive job losses, population decline, and economic stagnation. Efforts to attract new businesses and diversify the economy have met with limited success. The city struggles with high unemployment and crime rates, and many neighborhoods are marked by abandoned homes and empty lots. The local government has implemented various programs to revitalize the downtown area and improve public services, but these efforts have not been enough to reverse the city's fortunes. In 2024, Youngstown remains a city in decline, with limited prospects for recovery. The social and economic challenges facing the city make it difficult to attract new residents and businesses, perpetuating a cycle of decline. Despite some promising initiatives, such as the establishment of business incubators and efforts to promote entrepreneurship, the overall outlook for Youngstown remains grim.
East St. Louis, Illinois. East St. Louis, Illinois, has long been plagued by economic and social problems.
Once a thriving industrial city, it has suffered from severe population loss, high crime rates, and chronic underfunding of public services. The decline began in the mid-20th century when factories closed or moved elsewhere, leading to massive job losses. By 2024, East St. Louis remains one of the most economically distressed cities in America. The city's rampant poverty and dilapidated infrastructure are stark reminders of its struggles. Despite some efforts to improve housing and attract new businesses, the city's challenges seem insurmountable.
The local government struggles to provide basic services, and many residents face daily hardships. Efforts to revitalize East St. Louis have been hampered by a lack of resources and investment.
The city's high crime rates and poor public services deter potential investors and new residents. Without significant intervention and support, the future of East St. Louis remains bleak.
Erie, Pennsylvania.
Erie, Pennsylvania, has been hit hard by the decline of the manufacturing industry. Once a hub for heavy industry, Erie has seen a significant reduction in jobs, leading to population decline and economic stagnation. Efforts to diversify the economy and attract new businesses have met with limited success. Many parts of Erie are marked by vacant properties and underutilized commercial spaces. The city's high unemployment rate and lack of economic opportunities have contributed to a sense of hopelessness among residents. The local government has implemented various initiatives to revitalize the downtown area and improve public services, but these efforts have not been enough to reverse the city's fortunes. By 2024, Erie remains a city in decline. The social and economic challenges facing the city make it difficult to attract new residents and businesses, perpetuating a cycle of decline. Despite some promising signs of recovery, such as the growth of the healthcare and education sectors, the overall outlook for Erie remains uncertain.
Cleveland, Ohio. Cleveland, Ohio, has experienced a long-term decline similar to many other Rust Belt cities.
Once a major manufacturing center, Cleveland has struggled with job losses and population decline since the mid-20th century. The city's economic decline was exacerbated by the collapse of the steel industry and the outsourcing of jobs. Despite efforts to revitalize the downtown area and attract new industries, Cleveland continues to face significant economic challenges. Many neighborhoods are marked by abandoned properties and high crime rates. The local government has implemented various programs to improve public services and attract new businesses, but these efforts have not been enough to reverse the city's fortunes. By 2024, Cleveland remains a city in decline. The social and economic challenges facing the city make it difficult to attract new residents and businesses, perpetuating a cycle of decline. Despite some promising initiatives, such as the development of the healthcare and education sectors, the overall outlook for Cleveland remains uncertain.
Buffalo, New York.
Buffalo, New York, has faced significant economic challenges since the decline of the manufacturing industry in the mid-20th century. Once a thriving industrial city, Buffalo has seen a steady decline in population and economic activity. Efforts to diversify the economy and attract new businesses have met with limited success. Many neighborhoods in Buffalo are marked by abandoned homes and empty lots. The city's high unemployment rate and lack of economic opportunities have contributed to a sense of hopelessness among residents. The local government has implemented various programs to revitalize the downtown area and improve public services, but these efforts have not been enough to reverse the city's fortunes. By 2024, Buffalo remains a city in decline. The social and economic challenges facing the city make it difficult to attract new residents and businesses, perpetuating a cycle of decline. Despite some promising signs of recovery, such as the growth of the healthcare and education sectors, the overall outlook for Buffalo remains uncertain.
Birmingham, Alabama.
Birmingham, Alabama, once a major industrial center, has experienced significant economic decline in recent decades.
The city has struggled with job losses, population decline, and high crime rates.
Despite efforts to revitalize the downtown area and attract new industries, Birmingham continues to face significant economic challenges. Many neighborhoods in Birmingham are marked by abandoned properties and a lack of economic opportunities. The local government has implemented various programs to improve public services and attract new businesses, but these efforts have not been enough to reverse the city's fortunes. By 2024, Birmingham remains a city grappling with deep-seated issues. The legacy of its industrial past still looms large, with abandoned factories and warehouses dotting the landscape. Efforts to diversify the economy have included investments in healthcare, finance, and technology sectors, yet the overall economic landscape remains fragile. In conclusion, these 10 American cities, Detroit, Gary, Camden, Flint, Youngstown, East St. Louis, Erie, Cleveland, Buffalo, and Birmingham, represent a sobering reality of urban decline in the United States. Once thriving industrial hubs, they have struggled with the loss of manufacturing jobs, population decline, and economic stagnation.
While each city has its unique challenges, common themes emerge: high unemployment rates, abandoned properties, struggling public services, and a sense of community disinvestment.
Efforts to revitalize these cities have been met with varying degrees of success, with some areas showing signs of renewal while others continue to struggle.
Looking forward, addressing the complex issues facing these cities requires concerted efforts from local governments, community organizations, and private investors.
Comprehensive strategies that focus on economic diversification, infrastructure improvement, crime reduction, and education reform are essential to fostering sustainable growth and revitalization. Thank you for watching. If you found this video informative, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more content on urban issues and city transformations. Stay tuned for our next video exploring solutions to urban decay and success stories of cities that have turned their fortunes around. Remember, change is possible, even in the face of daunting challenges.